April 19, 2025. A batsman steps up to the crease in the Indian Premier League and begins a systematic dismantling of a roster of international-level bowlers. This chart tracks century speeds in the IPL. While the average 100 takes roughly 60 deliveries, this player reached the milestone in exactly 35 balls, the fastest ever recorded by an Indian in the history of the tournament. But the statistical outlier isn't just the speed of the innings, it is the age of the person holding the bat. Vaibhav Suryavanshi is just 13 years old. Most 13-year-olds are navigating middle school and basic physical development. Vaibhav is standing in a 70,000-seat stadium, facing down professional fast bowlers on the most lucrative stage in the sport. His presence on this pitch was secured by a massive financial commitment. In the 2024 mega auction, the Rajasthan Royals signed him for 1.1 crore rupees. Reaching this level typically requires a decade of highly funded professional grooming. To understand how a teenager bypassed that entire pipeline, we have to look past the stadium to a completely different environment, a small village in rural Bihar. This is Tajpur in Bihar's Samastipur district. It is an agrarian community where professional sporting infrastructure is non-existent. Despite these constraints, Vaibhav was playing on dirt pitches with a makeshift bat by the age of 4. His father, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, noticed a level of hand-eye coordination and timing that suggested a rare talent, one that would require professional intervention to reach its ceiling. The path forward required enrolling Vaibhav in the Samastipur Cricket Academy, but the costs for fees, travel, and proper gear were far beyond the reach of a humble farming family. To fund the training, Sanjeev made a high-stakes decision. He sold off a portion of the family's agricultural land to cover the academy fees and purchase the necessary equipment. This was more than parental encouragement. It was an irreversible financial gamble that provided the only available engine for Vaibhav's professional development. The training yielded results with startling speed. By age 12, Vaibhav made his debut for Bihar in the Ranchi Trophy, India's top-tier domestic competition. At an age when most players are in middle school leagues, he was facing seasoned veterans in first-class cricket, becoming one of the youngest debutants in the history of the game. His trajectory continued into the international level. He was selected for the India Under-19 squad, where he scored a blistering century against Australia. That performance against Australia provided the data the professional leagues needed. His strike rate and boundary frequency proved his style was a direct match for the T20 format, putting him on the radar of IPL scouts. This data trail culminated in the 2024 mega auction. The Rajasthan Royals placed the winning bid, making him the youngest player ever to secure an IPL contract. The 1.10 crore valuation was a calculated move. The Royals weren't gambling on a child. They were acquiring an asset who had already proven he could compete against first-class and international age group bowlers. Which brings the timeline back to the crease in April 2025. That 35-ball century was the inevitable result of an incredibly compressed professional timeline. This graph compares the standard 15-year athletic climb against Vaibhav's hyper-compressed 8-year spike. A shaded region marks the systemic friction of poverty that often stops a career before it begins. Vaibhav's trajectory cuts straight through that barrier, proving talent can rise from overlooked regions. His rise suggests that the traditional model of athletic development isn't the only way to reach the top. When undeniable capability meets total familial support, even the most significant financial and geographic hurdles can be bypassed. The journey from the dirt roads of Tajpur to the center of the IPL is now a matter of public record. For Vaibhav Suryavanshi, the gamble on the family land ended here, at the top of the leaderboard on the world's biggest stage.